Hello and welcome to the very short, in this case, pre-show for the HaloEra podcast. I'm not going to be too formal. This is a few minutes before we go live. We just go live earlier. You can hang out with us a little bit as we get things ready for the main show. For those of you here watching, I'm Aarsal, SoulBlazerz, of course, and joining me, Nick is coming. Nick is just a little late. Is a Nuclear Blaze, who's been on the podcast a few times before. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm gonna ask you that exact same question in about
Hey,
3
Jesse's in
minutes.
chat already.
Yeah, of course I see some chat. He saw the notification. To be honest, it's something like I kind of want to I think would be a cool idea for the main show where people actually want to listen in on them, setting up and stuff. But yeah, anyways, so this is where I talk about non-gaming stuff. Hey Arif, have you seen Godzilla Year Zero or Minus Zero?
Yes, I have.
Really? What'd you think of it? Did you think it was kind of boring and the main character was a little too whiny, or?
Initially, I was a little bit like that, but then I sympathize with him. I mean, he lost his family and stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, I was obviously the same way, but especially on rewatches, it becomes you see things so much clearer.
I mean, for me, the highlight of that movie was just when the Godzilla music kicked in when they were surrounding Godzilla with the ships and stuff.
Yeah.
That was definitely the
Yeah,
highlight.
that was really cool. The first time the Godzilla theme is used, and I'm not rooting for Godzilla. It's crazy. For those who just tuned in, wondering why we're talking about Godzilla, this is the pre-show. We're gonna go live with the main show in about 2 minutes exactly. Keep an eye out. Let me know if there's any issues. 2 minutes exactly. With audio or anything like that. I don't think there should be. We, for the most part, got them all. I don't have my migraine light on. Actually, maybe I should put the migraine light on. I don't want a migraine though. We'll see. We're still waiting on Nick. He should be. Oh, Nick is here. All right. Oh, perfect. Right in time. And the. Give me a sec. It's gonna look all weird for a sec. Nick, dude, how's it going, man? It's been a while.
Hello.
We're currently live. It is the pre-show though, so we got another 1 minute of random talking, and then we'll go live with the main.
I heard you guys talking about
Godzilla.
And I was like, I haven't finished the movie yet.
oh crap! Oh man, dude, how do you not finish that in one sitting?
Well, It was last night. It was starting to get late, and honestly, it was going slow.
Oh, it is a very slow. Honestly, dude, that
slow movie, and I was just like,
that movie needs to be seen in theaters, in my opinion. Like more so than many other films. It's because it is slow. And if I was watching at home, I'd have looked at my phone or paused it or moved on. You know what I mean? During a fair bit of it.
What keeps my attention is that it's all subtitles, and I typically don't watch movies with subtitles.
Or
like foreign films and stuff. Because my attention is just always not there, so having to constantly try to read the screen is very annoying for me.
Nope, I get it.
But I was like, I heard good things. I was like, I'll watch it.
It is a good movie. But you do need to, I think, look at it from the perspective of a movie made by the Japanese people.
Yeah.
And it's not the same Godzilla movies we're used to here in the West, especially lately.
Yeah.
Right. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I think that should be good. If everyone's ready, we'll move over to the intro and start the main show.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm still here. Give me a sec. We're still normal. We're still normal. Okay, all right. See you guys in about 10 seconds. Hello and welcome to the 89th. I really hope I got that right, but I'm pretty sure 89th episode of the HaloEra, formerly the You Had Me at Halo podcast. It's been a minute. We haven't had an episode, and I think since March. I had a trip.
Yeah.
And then I got back, and we were still really busy.
And I had a trip, so I was gone half of April.
Sorry. Yes, I realized I had the wrong one. Okay, now we're good. It was still good. Nick can still hear us, but it was with the video that's playing nothing. Anyways, yeah, it's been a little minute since we've been on. Before we get started, of course, my name is Aarsal, SoulBlazerz, and my usual co-host, Nick. How's it going, man?
Hello. Doing
Nick, good. The bird something. I forgot the... Is it just
Birdman?
The Birdman. Yeah. And joining us as well, because I always want to get 3 people so I can like do stuff like produce and stuff. A lot of people are having conversations. Is Nuclear Blaze or Areeb? He's been on the show a few times with us. He plays a lot of Halo. I think he has like 4,000
Stupid of it.
matches.
Let me
or
check
something.
right now.
What do you have right now?
3K hours on Steam. I just hit it actually.
Holy crap! All right, so that blows past OBM's 2,000 hours already. But yeah, we've got him on the show for. But he does need to go soonish, like at 8:30, 8:40ish. He has.
I might not have to.
You might not have to. Okay, all right. Well, if you have to, feel free. Just let us know and head out. No problem. I can switch back. But yeah, let's dive right in. Actually, before we do, let me ask you guys, how are you guys doing? It's been a minute.
Pretty good. Yeah, it has been a minute. I've been trying to like play some Halo. I haven't as much as I wanted to because I've been trying to go back through my backlog now that I have a little bit more time.
Yeah. I feel
like
you. I played so many random games.
Baldur's Gate yet.
Oh my god, are you serious?
So I'm close to finishing that. So I'll probably finish that this weekend. I have like the last few missions.
God, I remember you talking about Baldur's Gate like before it released, man. You were so excited.
Yeah. Well, I was saying then I got a lot to play, and then I got caught up with Starfield after that, and then I help out a robotics team. So the beginning of the year is typically busy with that, so I have like no time. And now all that's kind of like wrapped up and everything. So I've just been trying to get back into the groove of things.
Sense. How's it going for you, man?
I've been good. I just playing Halo pretty much. Just finished up my semester in April.
Nice.
So
nice.
all of May I did nothing, I think.
Yeah, I know that well. Actually, we did some yard work today. For those who don't know, that's my younger brother. We're both a little sick, which is why our voice might be a little nasally. Actually, Reeb's really sick. I'm just a little sick.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I'm sick a bit.
But okay, all right. Without further ado, let's jump right into the topics. We have quite a bit, but we'll probably break through them pretty quickly. First thing first is, since we've been last, there have been something like 3 operations in the game since. There was the Yappening, which we didn't cover, which came with this like firefight variant called Gruntpocalypse. There was Banished Honor, which came with some major changes, some sandbox changes. The plasma pistol now turns vehicles down.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh, EMPs.
I didn't know that change happened.
Finally.
Already.
Yeah, they finally had it. It's still the same like electric effect, but it EMPs them. Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense to my opinion. Because if you already have weapons that are designed to EMP, then why do you have the plasma pistol?
I don't disagree. EMP? I mean, it's already kind of difficult using a vehicle sometimes in this game.
But if they should have done it off the bat, though, they should have just had plasma pistol EMP off the bat.
Yeah, they should have done it off the bat, and I know that was one of my feedback internally when I was there. And the response was, because a lot of people internally were like, why change something that people know? Like, you have an effect and a way a weapon works. Why change it up? The sandbox designer at the time, I don't know, he made some crazy decisions, but basically they want to try to separate out what the damage types do into like the 3 categories, like the plasma, kinetic, and electric. Like, understand, but
never mind. Sorry, you guys keep going. I was gonna ask Jesse a question. Jesse, if you're in chat, can I turn switch it to low latency while I'm streaming, or like if I stop streaming for a second and restart it again? Is that possible?
Are you talking about OBS?
No, YouTube, because YouTube for some reason it's at ultra low latency, which I prefer low latency because I can stream in 1440. Ultra low's limits at 1080, and they're giving me like a bit of an error, like, hey, you're streaming at 1440, but that's not supported. Switch to 1080. I'm like, I don't want to switch. I want to switch to 1080. But yeah, sorry, my bad. I cut you guys off. AMP.
No, it was just like there's a lot of decisions that went with the weapons and stuff early on. And I guess there were just a lot of decisions from certain people at the studio at the time that was just like, why do this? And now we're seeing a lot of those changes undone, and the community a bit more happy with it.
Well, it's a little bit off topic, but how do you guys feel in general about having kinetic weapons like that? Like
you mean like the energy? Sorry, the electricity weapons, or
what are they called? Banished weapons, right? Or though?
I mean,
Like the
Banished
shock
also
rifles
have
are
kinetic
banished.
weapons
The,
too.
the,
Shock
the
weapons.
shock,
They're called shock
plasma,
weapons.
and
Shock.
kinetic.
Yeah, we have 3 separate types, right?
Yeah, there was going to be, probably was going to be more, I think.
Oh, did we have
at
3
one point.
separate types? Oh yeah, we had light rifle. We had a forwarder. Right?
Yeah, there was the
Oh,
Forerunner, like the particle.
so this was the forwarder
stuff.
like replacement, basically.
Yeah,
I see. Interesting.
yeah. They I don't mind having the different types of weapons. I think I understand trying to design, like each almost like each faction has their own kind of like damage type. It seems like that's what they're kind of trying to go for, and I don't know. I don't like it as much. I think it limits the creativity that you can have with the weapons. In a sense, like, well, with I don't know, it tries to put everything too much in buckets, and then you have to try to design around those buckets. Whereas, like, if they kind of left it open, like how it's always been, you get a much more a wider sandbox, I believe. And
I feel like it's always been in a couple buckets, though. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been like Human and Covenant,
Yeah.
but even in those, you kind of had like variations.
I'm curious.
You had Forerunner too.
Where the Promethean weapons fit in? Like, they weren't a different like damage type, right?
No, they were
like
energy.
Yeah, but like so were
plasma.
How they fit in? They were like the light rifle killed really fast. It was a 3-shot kill. Which you scoped it. It shot 3 shots.
Isn't the VR 3-shot kill too? Oh, but it's 3-shot burst.
4-shot.
Oh, it is. Yeah, of course, it's 4-shot.
Yeah, it's 4-shot.
Okay, so was it considered like a power weapon? Like had to go.
It was considered pretty strong. Yeah, Halo 5 was considered pretty strong. I think a lot of the burst, like even the wait, that was Halo 4. Never mind. But the bolt shot was really strong in Halo 4, right? In like one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I never thought about that.
Because then it's like, if they really stuck to like kinetic and plasma and stuff like that, and not trying to have things like overlap, then you wouldn't see the Needler. Because Needler's
that's true, completely separate
kinetic and stuff. So
yeah, true. I see your point. Yeah, you're right.
So
yeah. You guys have a great discussion, but we gotta keep it moving. While
Well,
we're talking about, I guess, managed honor and the operations, one of the major updates alongside what I thought was going to be just some side point of, by the way, hey, they made the plasma pistol in AP again. They added, if you played MCC, this is going to be familiar to you. They've added something called the exchange, and essentially and they removed weekly awards that are unique, like pieces of gear or coatings or whatever, and instead weekly awards now give you currency. The battle passes give you currency. You use that currency in a store and you pick out of a large selection of items. And a lot of them are returning items from people who may have missed previous events.
Do you have to buy the battle pass to get those points?
No. The battle pass is free. For that being said, I haven't played enough Halo. Like the Yappening battle pass is like 0. My banished honor is at like 17. I missed the entire Yappening battle pass. Didn't play even a single match during it. So like, with that being said, Nick, right now it's a Tenrai one, and it has a lot of the Tenrai stuff that wasn't available, because people weren't there for the event. So if you're interested,
oh yeah, that's why everyone's annoyed.
Yeah.
Because the helmet's back, and like a really good looking helmet, the what I wear, like the spikes, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
you can just
everyone's
buy it
annoyed.
instead of doing the weekly award. Dude,
Yeah,
Willow
you can
T
just
is
buy it,
back, man. Willow T was, I think, the second, the friggin', it was like the second weekly award in the game, if I remember right. And it was the one that required 17 wins as the ultimate challenge.
Oh my god, wait, that was for Willow T?
That was for Willow T.
Yeah, that was so painful, bro. I had it already.
So painful. It was
so
like
painful.
the worst.
Oh my god.
I can't wait until they, there's an emblem that I've had since like Halo 3 that they put. I've complained multiple times about it on this. I can't wait for that to come back.
What about?
It's like it's a wolf, just the wolf head howling into, and then there's
Oh,
like
I've seen that.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, that's not in Halo
I'm gonna
Infinite.
Google that real quick.
Wait, okay, that's
Well,
your
it
logo
is in
first
Halo
off. That's why
Infinite.
I recognize it everywhere. It's literally your
Wait,
profile
that's a Halo
picture.
5, right?
Yeah, it was in Halo 5 and the
Yeah.
previous ones. They have
Oh.
a different kind of like wolf one that's like howling, but it's not the classic one.
Mm.
They do have the classic one, but it was in like one of the first few battle pass
Oh.
things or whatever.
Probably the second one, Lone Wolf.
Yes, and it was it was an event for like, so it was only up for like a week or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was back when they were pretty shit at advertising stuff. So so I had no idea that I was there until
that's rough,
much
man.
later.
That's rough.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that makes it come back into the rotation. But I just need to now be on top of what's in the rotations.
Yeah, flip. Okay, so those are the operations. Operations are still going strong, I guess. Actually, technically, no. While we're on the operations, let's talk about the main thing. I mean, heck, it kind of all merges with it together. Last operation came with the exchange, which is a fairly beefy update. This operation came with the match composer after a lot of requests. It released literally yesterday. I've messed with it a little bit. In fact, I clearly did not name my video. I called my video Custom Game Browser. It's not Custom Game Browser. It's Match.
No,
Match
that's
Composer.
the next mini effects.
It's always Match Composer for me.
No. Like when I name my video.
Oh, I see.
So
isn't MCC's Match Composer better because you can select multiple playlists?
Significantly better. It's MCC's match, but that being said, I don't think MCC has as many playlists as this game does. Because there's a lot. Like you open up Quick Play and it's like 45 different selections you can choose in between.
Wait, so when you open up like Tenrai, you can just select what you want to play in Tenrai.
Exactly. But there's only within the Tenrai playlist. So
and I can't select multiple playlists.
No, you can't queue for multiple playlists.
Can't
That's
queue
the
for
thing.
multiple playlists.
You can technically go
they
through.
They need to add that. Definitely.
They do need to add that. But what you can do is you can like set it up beforehand, kind of. So right now, this is me going through FFA and being like, oh my god, I can finally friggin' play Escalation Slayer every like on demand. I don't need to queue up for Rumble.
Do you even get games for it?
I just played one. And I did pretty good.
Selected
and I had 4 Escalation Slayer selected, and I got a game in like 30 seconds.
Really?
35, 40 seconds? Yeah, dude. And before this, man, I'd play flipping Rumble, whatever it is, and every single time I'd get Vampire Oddball. God, the most painful.
I actually love it. It's
what?
So fun. I love it. Because you can like juggle the ball straight to them and just start beating them.
Okay, Oddball shouldn't be an FFA period, man. I swear.
Yeah. I've never liked that.
Halo CE had Oddball too, bro.
FFA.
Halo CE had free-for-all Oddball too, did it?
Did it?
Yeah, I think it did.
But that's the match composer. I heard on Twitter that there was initially, I think Cerecia or something, mentioned that they were trying to get multiple like playlist queuing at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe they either couldn't get it working or they wanted to just get it out or it was buggy or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like buggy because I mean that whole originally, I mean, even at launch, the whole UI and just trying to get new stuff into the playlists and everything was a huge pain. They redid all the architecture, I believe. I'm pretty sure they redid all the architecture for how you queue into matches and how the playlists and stuff are made. So they're probably still working on it.
Oh no, man! Friggin', I had a great game of Escalation Slayer on my stupid computer. I mean, not my stupid Xbox. It's giving me trouble recording. It didn't record it.
Oh.
It was so nice, man. I won by like 10 kills or something. Like I literally got like 4 kills in a row instantly. I switched, shot one headshot, switch shot. My sniper, instant headshot. The moment I got it, like it felt.
You got the
nice.
off the rack.
I mean, it's not technically off the rack.
Oh.
Because it just switches you, right? You don't pick anything up.
Wait.
This is.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's a ton of fun. I've loved gun. Every time I play COD, I usually just gun game, custom game with friends. Like it's just that's all I really play. Nuketown. That's all I really play. Yeah. Like,
yeah. Gun game, like customs was always fun.
Yeah. I saw somebody mention on Twitter as well that it might just be hard for them to get that working. The whole playlist thing.
I have a feeling.
And also the way that this game matches you for BTB and like social playlists is very different. So it's more like there's more skill-based matchmaking involved for like the social games compared to BTB.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
That's true. Yeah, there's that. I forget how MCC splits it up.
Yeah,
And
that makes
MCC
sense.
is just all.
The footage right now is
Yeah, you
Juggernaut.
said video of a guy kill you. Like,
Dude, honestly, my beginning of this game was terrible. Look at this. What is that? Why did I run into that? Also, this map, God, I think I fell down while I was Juggernaut. Like, it's just, God. And I saw other Juggernauts die because of that a few times. Let me skip through.
bro, Juggernaut sounds like a lot of fun. I can't believe I haven't played it yet.
I mean, it literally came out yesterday. But what's interesting is this Juggernaut mode.
Really?
It's there's two. There's like this Juggernaut. There's a Ninja Juggernaut, which I played last night. I recorded footage, but I didn't record. It's not fun. Instead of being a giant hulking brute with like a hammer, you're invisible with a sword. But you're squishy.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't like that. It was boring.
Yeah, because Camo isn't that good in this game.
It's funny. Watch this guy peek this. Oh wait, no, he went down. Okay. But what's interesting is this Juggernaut mode, right? It's not an official Juggernaut mode by 343, which apparently does exist and has voice lines and stuff like that. This is a Forge-made mode for this, which I think is one of the first time we've seen that happen with Halo Infinite at this point.
It's well, I mean, like, I think Husky Raid was like
no, Husky Raid had a voice lines. Husky Raid right when it starts.
Oh, it's true.
Wait, you're telling me that there's voice lines in this game?
For Juggernaut, they're already like Juggernaut voice lines are recorded and whatnot.
I see. So they used those.
Yeah,
they didn't.
I think there's a lot of those various kind of voice lines just for things, because at the time we didn't know what was going to
make sense.
Like forward and launch and stuff like that. Yeah. You might as well have the guy record all of them.
If you brought him into the studio, you usually pay for like hourly, right? It's like, hey, this is all the list of potential game modes. It's gonna take you a minute for each. Like, just record your stuff. We're good. Next.
It's like, you've been doing this long enough. It's the same guy every time. So
people like that probably have their own studio at home, no? Like set up.
No, probably.
I mean,
yeah. But not like professional. Like record the stuff.
But
even professionally,
I've seen on TikTok like some people set up a whole professional setup. Like
no, but like if you're a studio's biggest 343, you're gonna bring them into like a recording.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I assume.
Sometimes you get a recording studio that's like near them.
That's embarrassing.
They do come in.
I don't know, bro. Stop watching. I become Juggernaut one more time near the end, and I pop off, but I did not win. This was a terrible match. First off, I was fighting the map this entire game. All right, I'm like, where am I going? Why am I falling to my death the entire? What is going
on? The custom mode or forge modes and stuff in Infinite and stuff. Like, I saw a lot of people. I want to say an uproar. But I saw a few tweets that point out that like I know is it Reeves or is it Reds? It's Reeves, right? Gaming, Reeves Gaming.
Reeves Gaming, yeah. Rebs Gaming. I'm looking at one of his tweets too, actually. Yeah,
I keep on wanting to call him Reeves. Rebs. He put out a tweet, and it's kind of where I first saw it, that like saying like, oh, this means no more.
I saw that tweet too earlier today.
Yeah, no more
official game modes by 343.
Official modes, stuff like that. And I was like, I replied to it being like, well, they didn't say anything yet, and it was kind of always the plan to move towards UGC stuff. Because user content generated.
I know acronyms too. All right.
It was always kind of the plan to move there because they knew Forge was the lifeblood. So like early on in the years, like a couple years before the game released, they knew that they wanted to try to go more towards the UGC route. Now, unfortunately, they botched a lot of that because at the beginning, because they released Forge late and stuff like that. So it's taken a lot longer, I think, to get to that point. But from what I understand, there are a lot of community modes that they want to put out.
Yeah.
But they like that whole process is a little bit slow. I'll just kind of like leave it at that. It's like there's some internal stuff going on. So from what I hear, I
mean,
they have a lot of modes that they want out.
Sorry, oh my god, my words. That pivots us really nicely into another talk we wanted to talk about, which was survive the undead, right? which was officially in a playlist. It was the combat workshop, which they've already discussed as like for more experimental modes. But for 2 weeks, you could queue up officially with a group of 4 and play a full-on Forge-made playlist. And
wait, they got rid of it?
yeah, it's not in queue anymore. It was combat workshops always last 2 weeks, and then it'll come back if they deem it so as a permanent playlist, probably.
Wow, that was so fun. That was so fun.
I never got to play it.
Bro,
I heard
if they
it
ever
was
bring
good.
it back, you should play it. It's actually so fun. I loved it.
I was not gonna play it, and I heard my brother say that, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give it a shot. And it was genuinely really, really fun. Like it's really well made. Look, see, it has like power ups, like actual, like they got like somehow they made it look.
It's COD Zombies. Yeah.
But like they make
there's Juggernaut. There's Speed Cola. Basically, there's I don't know what attack is, but they have an attack one.
It's called just
double
attack.
tapping.
It's called double tap. Yeah. But like it's COD Zombies, but with like guns, Halo guns that shoot like Halo, and it feels friggin' amazing.
The guns are combined with each other, so when you pack a punch it, it's like
what?
the AR with the shotgun. So when you shoot, you're shooting a bunch of shotgun shots, but it's AR speed.
Okay, I never did that. What the hell? Okay, so for reference, Nick, let me let you know. I solo queued. I played 3 or 4 matches. The farthest one was the first match I played. We got to wave 6 or 7. In that wave, I was using a shotgun, like mowing down like flipping dozens of invisible elites, bro, coming at me. And I'm like, man, this is tough. I think like most people can go maybe like wave like 10 or 11 or something. I asked this guy what wave he makes it to, and and he's what wave you make it to again?
It was like 30 something.
I'm like, what? What? But I guess that's like even COD Zombies. I could never make it past wave like 15 or whatever. Like, like
that too. But there's like strategies for all that stuff.
Yeah, I love COD Zombies.
Yeah,
my friends used to play that all the time.
But you just play it without like without trading, without anything in mind, and that's hard to make it far for sure.
And I'm sure like being like a full crew, right, probably helps.
100%. Yeah. I played with my friends. Yeah, it helped a lot.
But yeah, they're gonna take it back in, tweak it a bit. I'm guessing based off feedback and bugs and fixes.
They had a trailer. I didn't even know.
Say it again.
They had a trailer for it. That's a good.
Yeah, they had a full-fledged trailer for it. And I guess speaking of trailers, they have a trailer for their next thing, which also just came out, which is their Battle Royale. Which honestly, considering they got 1 game into this, I wouldn't be surprised if they able to get this into the combat workshop too.
Can you queue for this yet or no?
No, man. This just came out for people. I'm not even sure if.
Why is there a trailer for it?
Because it's like you can access it. Like here's the Forge file. You can play it in custom games.
I know, like there have been people like working on it and stuff for a while. So
sorry forgot to mention these things are made by Forge Falcons. Is the group specifically?
Yeah.
I don't know how many members are in there though. I know the main guy on Twitter, but
yeah, it's a kind of a decent sized group. I'm actually surprised that they're in here because I thought they had like
more
some drama or something.
Oh,
like,
was it these guys?
I remember they did. Yeah, that one
guy. You're right.
On Twitter.
So I'm kind of surprised to see that they have stuff with 343.
Dude, Gear's like, screw it. They got content. Put it in the damn game.
I think that's probably what it is.
The thing is, this one doesn't look as polished, I feel.
Like, it doesn't look
feels
polished,
way more jankier, which I
think...
No,
but that's probably, like, okay, I feel like a part of it is, like, when you have a smaller map, you could use more of the budget to make it look better.
Yeah.
But it's such a big map, you can't really make it look as good.
No.
Yeah. Looks like blockouts almost.
So I feel like if you implement this into the actual playlist, then you could have challenges specifically related to the Battle Royale.
You could.
Playlist. Because right now the challenges are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that did they make a scarab? That's actually pretty cool. I didn't notice that.
Because all the challenges I have are like accumulate personal score or team score of like 500 or 1,000. They're really bad right now. The challenges.
They stopped caring. They're like, okay, people complained about them. Screw it. Just play the game when you'll get all your crap. Go for it. I'm actually a little.
It's kind of weird like that. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I'm a little annoyed that the challenges, the weekly awards now only give you 1,000 of the currency for the.
Oh yeah, did it give more before, right?
No, before it didn't give any currency. It gave you an item.
Oh.
But like, there's an item in the exchange that costs 30,000.
Yeah, no, 30K.
And every operation you can get, I think like 10K per operation.
How much do you have right now?
I just started playing, man. I have maybe like 3,000, 4,000.
Bro, like, I have 25,000, and I thought I would have got 30,000 by now, but I think because there hasn't been an operation, right?
Exactly, and you're limited by you only have every day you can only get like 250 or something, like other
I
than the
see.
operation. Like it is a little too limiting. Also, the coding's not even that
Yeah.
good, man. Come on,
It's not even that good, bro,
it's
to be
it
honest.
really isn't.
I kind of just want it because it's 30K.
But
Okay,
yeah,
made it cheaper, huh? I don't know if you guys saw, but the new bigger items today that
yes,
released were cheaper. They were
yeah.
2.2K points. I think
Wait,
they went
wait,
back
they were
to
usually
there.
like 30. Those big ones were like
Yeah,
3,000 something. I'm pretty sure.
3,000.
Yeah, so they did make the shop prices a little cheaper. That being said, okay. Speaking of shop prices, all right.
Another hot topic on this.
I was just told
podcast.
recently that
Yeah.
League of Legends, which is a game I play a lot, though I
Oh
haven't
my
played in
god,
like 4 months, released a $500 skin for one of their champions.
Jeez.
yeah.
All right.
Well,
Nobody be complaining about Halo. All right, unless they release a $500 Master Chief
but
skin.
to be fair, their skin is for Faker.
Yeah. It's like a
But
prestige
Faker
skin.
was the default skin anyway, so why would they do that? He
Money.
plays default for everything.
Bro, the funniest part though is so the skins
money.
for this champion called Ahri, and apparently it's become like this big thing where every time you play, you ban her. Every single time when you play a league, you have every team has like 3 or 4 bans or 5 bans technically. They're like one person at least on both teams will ban this person. So whoever buys the damn skin can't play it.
That's funny.
What?
That is fantastic.
But it's not just League. I mean, Path of Exile has like a $500 cosmetic thing you can buy if you really want to.
Yeah, Valorant too. It's just
If I
like,
paid $500 like that, I want it like fucking shipped to my house.
Straight up.
yeah, it should come with a statue. If it doesn't come with a statue, like
exactly.
that's
It
garbage.
better be a fucking damn good statue too.
Or was it? Actually, weren't you debating?
fucking-
Weren't you debating buying like a Master Chief
Nobody be
statue
complaining.
thing? What was that?
The Master Chief statue. I mean, I wasn't debating, man. I wanted to buy it, but I guess my brother didn't order it in
What
time.
the ones from the ones that they make from like Dark Horse or something.
Yeah, the Dark Horse one where he had the grapple and he was sitting on top of the thing.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it's right there. Ah, it looks so cool. Oh, you have the one with the red sword too?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Oh, that's sick.
which is like one of the first edition ones.
I really wanted one. Instead, I have a Halo. No, I have a. What do I have? I have like a mini fridge or something waiting at my brother's place. I gotta write like this exam, and he's like, then I'll give it to you. Anyways, the purple and gold skin in this is actually really good. Like, I might buy this battle pass, even though this is one I don't need to buy because I'm playing Halo again. Like, also the art for this operation is so cool. It's the background art right now for us. It just it goes so hard, man.
I think, oh gosh, Pixel Flare is his name.
Who's doing the art, right?
Yes, yeah, I believe he does all that art, which he does, fantastic work.
Also, I didn't watch the Yappening or the Banished Honor trailers before. Man, their trailer department is still going strong. Like, they're having so much fun editing these.
I haven't played the Grunt Apocalypse thing. How was that? Did you play it?
It was a firefight mode. I didn't get a chance to play it. Again, I didn't play
yeah,
even a
me neither.
single match during that operation. It was basically firefight, but grunts only. And you fiesta weapons, and skulls would spawn every round, regardless of whether you won or not. Skulls would keep adding up. But okay. All right. I thought this would be quick topics through. It was not. All right, we talked about the exchange, talked about Match Composer, survived the Undead. So before we dive quickly into HCS, we got a leak, a Halo leak, Halo 7 leak, and our games leaks and rumors. And it was the most real, the most non-fake thing I've ever seen. I'm not going to show it on screen because it's so terrible. But the gist of it was Halo Infinite, they scratched everything about it. They know people loved Halo 5. They're basing the entirety of Halo 7 on Halo 5. Based on Reddit feedback. Was used in the leak term. You know what? Nick, have you seen it?
To be honest.
No, I have not. I have not seen the.
I'm gonna send it to you just so you can see the insanity, bro, of how awful this is and how much people are taking it seriously. We had other Nick Baker, co-founder of XboxEra, post a tweet where he's like, this wouldn't surprise me. I'm like, dude. I sent it to you through Discord, but like, if you want to laugh, take a look and read through this thing.
I'll definitely, because wasn't Halo 5 people always said was one of the worst ones.
Halo 5? Halo 5 has a really dedicated multiplayer audience,
That's what they
right?
did. Maybe it was 4.
Halo 4, I think, is.
I know
4,
ever since Halo 3, people have been
yeah.
saying, each one since then has been
From
bad.
what I know, Halo 5 is, people consider it like one of the best multiplayers still. But Halo 4, I think, especially because Halo 4 tried doing Infinity Slayer, right, and copying COD with the kill streaks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
To this day, though, Halo 4 has, I think, possibly the best BTB in MCC. It's so much fun. Good maps too. But let me read like a quick blurb from this. Project Halo 7 has been planned to return a feature to something akin to Halo 5. Wait 1 second. Anything Halo Infinite has done will be ignored, and Halo 5 is the blueprint that Project Halo 7, tentative title, will be built on. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doubts that.
Yeah. I put that in there for a good laugh. Okay. So we had a couple days ago a big HCS event, but technically before that we had another ranked map release, though it is Forged, and it's a remake of The Rig, which Ariba played for the first time in Halo Infinite just, I think, yesterday in Ranked Slayer.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. I really liked it.
It's really bad, sadly.
Really? It doesn't work well
I
with
pop
Halo
off on it, but it doesn't work well with Strongholds. It's the only game mode
I
is
just played
Stronghold
Slayer,
part.
to be honest.
Yeah, I think Slayer would work well on it.
What?
But the only game mode they have for it is Strongholds, and like, it's so snowbally. You spawn out in the open and you'll just die, and they'll force you to spawn there, and then you're just like spawn into like just gunfire, and you're
Oh,
just
that's
dead.
rough.
Like it's painful. Like I just had a game right now where I popped off really hard and I won, but like even when I died for free, I literally jumped off the map. Like they still weren't able to capitalize on it because it's just so hard to like fight against the snowball effect, I guess, on that map. I don't know what about it specifically, but
I mean, it's
it
super
just
open
doesn't work well.
sight lines. Maybe that makes
Very
it an
open
issue.
sightlines probably makes a big difference. The
What
strongholds aren't in safe positions
what did they
either.
play in Halo 5 on this?
They played strongholds on it, I think. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They played strongholds and Slayer, I believe.
I mean, Slayer I thought worked pretty well because the open sight lines made it so like you could pick people off, but you also had places to hide. Then again, I play at the platinum level.
I think Slayer would be good on it, in my opinion.
Sorry, I was just like reading this leak.
Oh my god! Yeah, right.
Put that in heavy quotations.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so fake.
It's so fake.
They're talking about like how so far one multiplayer map is almost completely finished. What? Like I'm pretty sure development hasn't even started on the next game. Oh well, it's just starting now on the next game. Like they're just hiring people.
I put it on screen, even though I know it's so terrible.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just like
it's so
one
bad.
They would not be making the multiplayer map, like it would not be completely finished. It would still be in blackout stage at this point.
Yep.
Because most likely if they were going back to Halo 5, they would have to redo like a whole bunch of the mechanics, which takes a lot of time.
Yep.
And so they would not be able to flesh out basically a done multiplayer map. Like at this stage you would, like I said, you would see blackouts. When I joined the studio, to give a time frame, so in 2017 is kind of when they started Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Like early 2017, late 2016. I joined at the end of 2017. Okay. They still had a prototype, which was just a general, like, it was a huge map to just kind of give a basic idea of like what the campaign and like some stuff like that would be, and kind of like test different abilities and stuff like that. And they had some rough blockouts of multiplayer maps like a year later, so like 2018. And then that's like kind of when they started finding their footing a bit more and stuff like that. And then obviously the game, came out 3-4 years later.
Yeah.
So
yeah, way later.
So
way later,
so it's like right now they would just have prototype ideas.
How do you design an entire multiplayer map unless like the sandbox is finalized, right? Or close to finalized at least.
You have to have a lot of the sandbox there. You have to have kind of more the direction of like what you like, how you actually want the game to go. They're not gonna like and they're talking about completely scrapping, Halo Infinite stuff. No, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, of course not.
I mean, Halo Infinite was it was a success.
Yeah.
People don't think it was, but it was, and it is. It had definitely some rough, turbulent waters and stuff after launch,
Like,
but
I do think if Microsoft wasn't in like that huge and every big tech company, right? I mean, we've discussed this. If they weren't in that big, we got to lay off 10,000 people, no matter what. 8% of our workforce needs to go. 343 wouldn't have, the campaign team wouldn't have been fired. Like they'd still be working. Pierre would 100% be in charge. Yeah, of course, right? That change is going to happen at the leadership level, definitely. But like underneath it, I don't think that happens if Microsoft wasn't, being big tech company about the whole thing.
Yeah, because they're talking about like how the Prometheans and stuff are in there, and they decrease the health of all the classes.
Okay, first off, they're like,
because they were annoying and stuff in there. And
I stopped reading it, to be honest. Like I didn't even
oh my god, it's like it's like a car wreck. You can't really look away.
Also, the Prometheans were actually pretty fun to fight in 5, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were a little bit challenging in some ways.
For me, they're kind of annoying,
but they were different.
I mean, the fact that like a knight was like a boss, but you could one-shot it if you hit it at the right time, was like such a cool mechanic for me in Halo 5, right? Blow the shoulder off, it screams at you, shows its face for only like 2 seconds, but if you snipe that, instantly killed. I really love design like that,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But this leak is awful.
I feel like Halo Infinite compared to what it could have been is definitely like a flop in terms of.
I mean, couldn't you say that about essentially every game ever?
Oh, but like this game's supposed to rival like COD and stuff, right? Like in terms of IP.
I mean, is it, dude? How do you rival COD if you're not releasing a game every year? Period.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I guess you got to be like Fortnite. You got to be like Fortnite. You got to be like GTA, which have like thousands of people literally slaving away at your game, releasing content every day or every other day. Like that is not sustainable for most. Like the entirety of Epic is on Fortnite, essentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
man, that was good. Someone. I mean, if you're gonna make a leak, and you want it to be obviously fake, go that route. If you want to make a good leak, don't go that route.
Yeah, right. Literally.
There's also, so we're speaking of maps. There's also 2 more ranked maps coming. Fortress, which I believe is an original map, which is kind of cool. It's got like this medieval theme going. I have it on the stream right now.
Nice.
Actually, it looks really nice. It's the first time I'm seeing this. This was revealed at HCS London. This looks fun. I don't know how competitive it is, but and then they also have what are they calling it?
Wow, that looked really cool.
They're calling it Origin, which if you've played Halo 5, wow, this looks really good too. Dang, just visually.
Oh, that's Coliseum.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Coliseum's coming into Halo, and that dude, this looks really flipping good, man.
The lighting is really.
Well, they're going back to Halo 5. The leak must be true.
Bro, we already got 3 Halo 5 maps now when this one gets added in. But okay,
yeah, right.
Speaking of rank, why? Tell me this. Why the hell did I queue up for a ranked Slayer, and I get a map that has the middle where you become invisible?
Oh yeah.
What?
I don't know why that's in there. That's crazy.
It's ranked. It should only be ranked maps, man. I'm so confused.
Guardian's in there too for ranked Slayer.
Yeah, I did. I played Guardian or Sylvanas technically. I actually did really good on it. Not gonna lie, it's fun.
Yeah, I don't mind that much.
But long shot or whatever that map is called is in there too. I don't like that map at all, man. It's so
everybody likes it. I'm honestly not a fan. What's it called again? Narrows.
Sorry.
Narrows. Yeah.
I always like that in Halo 3.
Everybody likes it. Yeah. I think it's like genuinely like most people like it. I don't know why I'm not a fan.
Dude, it's snowballing, man. I couldn't break it.
It's hard to. I think that map's hard to pull off in the later games. It worked for Halo 3 sandbox.
Yeah.
When you started adding in all the stuff for the sandbox stuff for Halo 4, 5, and even Infinite, it's like the map's not really built for it. Yeah. It does. I don't think it scales as well.
Yeah.
But then again, I haven't played it recently, but
it wasn't that bad. I still enjoyed it, but
yeah. Okay. Other than that, HCS London which is of course the first time HCS has been in Europe since a little while. I think like a couple years now.
People have been wanting it for a while.
Yeah. Happened over the weekend. John sadly wasn't able to go. But the venue was interesting. It was really small. And like if you've been to the events here in North America, there's usually like 2 projectors or a big projector at least showing the screen. This time there was just like the players were playing at the very center of the room at your level. Like they weren't elevated, they weren't on a stage. They were in like an open bracket setup almost in front of you. And their screens were just like 4 screens in the corner, and they called it a 360 stage, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like, I mean, when I think of Europe, I guess I don't really think of like large venue halls like that would like hold something, like that though.
Or like everybody liked it though. Everybody I know who went, they enjoyed the event a lot, and they loved the people there, and they loved the stage, even though like it wasn't even a stage. Everybody liked it. Like,
that's the crazy part. I'm hearing people say we really enjoyed it. I would have thought the pros wouldn't like it because they're like they can hear the crowd and stuff like that, right? But I guess they like that.
Maybe Shaw was saying that like every time Quadrant got a kill against him, like you'd hear like 100 people just like yell and scream. He was like, "Oh my
Quadrant
God."
is the one who's hosting the event, is the European team. The team is French, but I guess the team is British technically owned. I'm not sure. I mean, if it's in London,
Quadrant is owned by, it's literally owned by Lando.
Lando Norris, right? Yeah.
Norris. He's literally the CEO.
Wait, is he actually the CEO of Quadrant?
He's like he owns Quadrant. Yeah.
That's funny. His car, his F1 car was there, or not his, but there was an F1 car there. I was like, that's where they did the trophy and stuff. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Yeah, the event looked cool. I mean, at the very least, it's like, you know what I read, but it's also like people that have been to every single friggin' major in America, which are all very similar, right? The exact same PC setups, the exact same other setups. And they go here and it's just different. That probably feels pretty good, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's very different.
Also, like, if you go to an NA event, you'll find maybe like 3 guys with a Quadrant jersey in the whole friggin' venue.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, Quadrant did pretty good. The event was pretty cool. Phase 1, which I'm representing here. Yeah, see that? They killed it. But we also had a bit of drama with Nick. You know Sparty, the player? Tyler something.
Sparty McFly.
Oh, Sparty. No, I was thinking Frosty.
No, Frosty won. He killed it. In fact, before the event, Reed's like, Frosty. Man, you know, Frosty's not doing too good.
Wait, don't say that. Hey.
And then
I was like, it really did depend on Frosty, in my opinion. Like the way FaZe would play, it felt like it was dependent on Frosty. Yeah, I just like it's on TV.
Are you serious?
Is that how?
Oh my God!
I can't stand Frosty. Out of everyone in esports, I fucking hate watching him. He's such a little fucking prick. I'm so funny. Sorry, but oh my God!
Why? Okay, I need some backstory here, man.
It's just like his. I don't know. He's like the definition of toxic.
Frosty? Yeah. You're trolling, bro. There's so many like actually toxic.
Bro, Spartan was straight up toxic. All right, like next level.
Frosty's one of the
for me, like toxic pros are people who like straight up like bash you in matchmaking, bro. Like they get paid to play this game, and they're roasting people who have full day jobs to come play a game.
Frosty was one of the first few like esports. So I don't watch esports a lot.
Yeah.
So he was one of the first few that I saw back when I worked at the studio and went to some of the HCS events. So like, so just like back then and stuff, I was just like, dude,
just like the vibe he gave off, I guess.
No, but it's
it was just like it's just like that the cockiness and stuff, and just kind of like just how he was. He was just a talk if you were to time travel back to Halo 2 and encounter toxic players in there, that's kind of what he was.
Interesting. Maybe he was.
So definitely.
You know what? It's also it's like, imagine you're working at a studio. You're working like pretty hard every day, and you're getting things done, working on really tough problems. And you got guys that come in, all they do is play the game, and they're like, "Why is this not working like this? Why can't this be this? This should just be this." And you're like, "God damn it! That takes like weeks, if not months. We've been trying forever."
So that's the biggest thing, that with this stage, like you'd have pros yelling at each other straight up because they're right beside them.
Oh, that's sick.
So,
yo, that friggin' boo boo meme.
Yeah, that got popular. You should put that on. That was so funny.
I guess I have to find it. Yeah, I can do that.
Just on Boo Boo's Twitter.
Oh,
But
that
like,
is-
I feel like
that's
yeah,
a weird thing,
some
yeah.
people do give some people though they do have like that ego where because they're good at Halo Infinite, they think they're just better than you as a person. But
Yeah.
like, I haven't noticed that too much from pros, but like from amateurs, I have. I have noticed that personality trait, like
Yeah.
very
Glory
big.
troll,
I,
bro.
I've seen it a few times in the pros and stuff, and
Mm.
like I said, like Frosty kind of to me gives off that.
I mean, dude, if
like,
an amateur tries pulling that off,
thing.
all you guys look at him and laugh. Like, bro, why are you an amateur?
Yeah.
Why are you playing AMS here?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that was HCS London, happened over the weekend. It was pretty cool. We have a friend that flew over, actually a couple of our really close friends flew over for the FFA. They did pretty well in it. But one person who won the FFA, damn, this is a good pivot, Ari. The person who won the FFA was only playing because his team was disqualified from the entire tournament. So they got automatically 16th place, even though they got into pool play. The team
So
was...
Did they just get disqualified because like they just fell out of ranking, or did they do something?
Nope. They did something weird, and not they, one person specifically. This was Complexity as a team, and Spartan or Sparty was making the waves in the last few days on the Halo Twitterverse because he was A, banned, and B, he got his entire team disqualified. Now the gist of the story is when you go to an HCS event, it's a pro, you're given an SSD that's given to you by HCS. You sign into your Xbox account or whatever, you do all your settings up. So that way it's like when you switch stations, you don't got to spend like forever setting everything up. It's just done. It boots into your SSD. You're good to go. Spartan, for a while now, has been annoyed at how like unoptimized the HCS PCs are for Halo. I guess 240 FPS not enough, man. You need 245. I don't know what it is, but to the point where, and Arib can back me up here. Actually, Arib, if you want to tell this, feel free. That he's like spent time like building the exact HCS setup at home, and then like optimizing the crap out of it. Yeah,
I had like a whole like 2-hour video I think on YouTube where he just optimized the PC and stuff like that. He got really into like optimizing and stuff like that. He's mentioned in the past that like the PCs at the event aren't that good, like they're not well optimized.
Yeah, and I don't disbelieve them. They probably aren't, right? But it's like that's the level playing field. I mean, those other guys are playing on Xboxes, bro. They're playing at 120 FPS, which sounds like a lot, but when you compare it to like 240, they're playing at super high latency if you're using a mouse and keyboard. Like
super high, yeah. Even controller, 125 hertz.
Damn, that's crazy.
So
I play with that though.
So he optimized it so it ran basically smoother for him.
So this is the thing. So he got the SSD, right? And he didn't just optimize it. He brought with him a flash image of his own OS from back home, probably from the exact same HCS computer, so the motherboard everything matches. Flashed that OS onto the SSD. He flipping formatted the SSD HCS gave them, flashed that one into it, and went in for a scrim. They did a scrim with it. Scrim went fine, but then went in for like their first match. An HCS official comes by, looks for like the white noise program. It's not installed. It's like, the flip is this? Takes that SSD away, which I'm sure had Spartan seething because he probably spent like hours working on that to get it to what it is. Gave him another one. They played. They did pretty well. Then they get called into another room. Spartan was super cooperative with the investigation. He's like, yeah, I did this, this, and this. Disqualified. Entire team disqualified. And now we just got the notification that he's banned from all HCS events for the entire year. He's done.
Yeah.
Complexity blocked him, dropped him. And it's the reason why this is kind of funny is because in like my casual Haloverse, Spartan was like one of the leading pro figures on Twitter, right? He's very active on Twitter to the point where I literally have him muted because I just can't handle it anymore. But like he was super like, the mangler, the initial mangler's one-shot melee, right? One of the main advocates to get that nerfed, which I fully agree with, by the way. It's pretty strong. But either way, one of the main advocates to get that nerfed and other things that like the casual crowd gets mad at. So now that he was banned, all my entire playlist was just, my entire Twitter feed was just, the mangler sends its regards. Like that's it. It's just the entire thing.
Wow, really? I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, dude, I'm on different Halo Twitter.
I've seen a lot of people complain about the Mangler being taken out solely because like the competitive community wanted it out, right? Like not because the Mangler wasn't OP. It's just because the competitive community wanted it out, so that's why they're bad.
Yeah, and half the people are calling it. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh, okay. Half the people are calling it the Mauler. It's not the Mauler, bro. It's the Mangler.
Yeah.
They should have brought back the Mauler.
Oh, the Mauler is so OP, bro. That BGA'd immediately.
Oh, the Mauler wasn't that OP. Well, it would have been OP in Infinite because we have sprinting and sliding.
But
and
Mauler
G
was still
sliding or
one shot
whatever.
melee kill, wasn't it? In Halo
Yeah,
3.
it was. But like in Halo 3, you can't sprint and run up to the guy
That's
and
true.
punch him, right?
Couldn't you dual wield the
I don't know.
Mauler? I feel like I remember dual
Yes,
Yeah,
wielding
you
the Mauler.
could.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was OP.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Bam, 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 bam.
Wait, was dual wielding like allowed in Halo 3, like competitively? I kind of
I
wonder.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, that was HCS. That was the event. A lot of drama there with Spartan. The event apparently ran well. I don't actually kind of. I don't know. You talk to people that went? What they feel about like the way it was run?
I haven't talked about that specifically, but clearly it wasn't run as well because they had a lot of crashes. They had a lot of
Really?
crashes and like everything was so delayed. Remember?
Yeah.
I remember the
Oh, yeah.
HCS, the free for all wasn't even. Well, LVT
Maybe-
wasn't there, so they couldn't cover the free for all or
Yeah.
any of the open bracket.
Yeah.
And there wasn't even a bracket online for the free for all, so I couldn't even follow
That's
my friends
crazy.
online.
Yeah.
if I
No
wanted to.
online bracket is
Yeah.
like, what the heck is going on there?
Maybe they should have used Spartan's OS.
Straight up. Afterburner, bro. That's the issue.
I
That's the
thought
problem here.
Marty just reinstalled the Windows or something like that. I didn't realize he.
I mean, according
he
to
reformatted
the giant thing that Complexity sent,
Yeah.
he flashed his home OS onto it.
So like it was like just basic Windows, like with nothing else installed, or all of his software.
Whatever he had installed on his home computer that he,
I
but it was
see.
probably not his home computer. It's
Oh.
probably like one of the computer he made that was HCS, right?
Okay.
Because you can't just flash like a different motherboard, or a different chipset, and expect it to work.
Yeah.
It's got to be the same thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
I think the reason why the suspension is so extreme, because it is. I mean, the rest of the year, this literally might be the last year of Halo competitive for Halo Infinite
Yeah.
competitive. It probably is. I think the reason
Yeah,
it's so
probably
extreme is because this is very much premeditated. You don't bring a copy of your friggin' hard drive's flash, hard drive's iOS. Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
ISO. Sorry, if you weren't planning on doing that, right? That's the problem.
Yeah. Because it's
Yeah,
like
but,
it's definitely I don't even want to say it's slippery slope, but it's like you can understand someone trying to optimize it and stuff so that way it like runs better or whatever. But then where it gets shady is like, well, no one else has those optimizations. You're all given the same standard because it's a game of skill. Like you're all supposed to be given the same specs, and you're just supposed to rely on your skill and teamwork in order to win. And so when you add those other variables where it's like, oh, I might, aiming's a little bit smoother, or whatever the optimization did to give you the edge, that ends up making it a more technical edge rather than a skill-based edge.
100%. And sorry, just looking at the chat, which I guess was a mistake because I was going leak free, but I guess this is on them anyways. Lucius, the Mangler is not gone. It's just it was nerfed for a large amount of time because the pros weren't using it, and they tried nerfing it. They still weren't using it. And then it recently got its nerf reverted, I think like a couple operations ago. But Calorie in the chat, this is not Halo related, but hey, it's in the chat. Said, did you guys already talk about Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 randomly dropping into Game Pass 45 minutes ago? That's super weird because Octopath Traveler 2 is not on Xbox. It still needs to be announced to come to the platform.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Sorry. Yeah. Wait, no. Octopath 1 is not on Xbox? Wait. One of the two aren't. I don't remember which one.
If we're talking about that, you want to talk about Halo Infinite maybe releasing on PlayStation?
Yeah.
I don't even know what Octopath is.
It's like a JRPG. Sorry, Octopath Traveler 2 is on Xbox. My bad.
That's why I don't know.
I think the first one wasn't. I'm trying to remember. No, they both are. It's not on PlayStation.
Okay.
It's not on PlayStation. Sorry, that's the weird part. It's not on
Oh,
PlayStation.
I see. Oh, I know this. Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen this.
It come to Game Pass is pretty big. That's a big. It only came out like 8 months ago. Yeah, Lucius got it. Justin Mawa in chat. What is Match Composer? If you've ever played MCC, when you queue up for matches, you can like choose. Hey, I want to play like 4v4, these type of modes, but no bomb. Sorry, no assault or whatever. Only capture the flag. It's like that. So how it works in Halo Infinite is you want to play only friggin' Fiesta, but you don't want to play Super Fiesta. Well, now you can select just Fiesta and queue into it, or the opposite way, because I think Fiesta is friggin' boring as hell. If I want to play Super Fiesta and not just normal Fiesta, I can queue into just Super Fiesta. obviously it relies a lot on player population. But I mean, living in Canada, playing around this time of day, I haven't really had issues getting into matches. Dead game.
That's surprising to me for sure. I figured it would be a lot harder to get a match.
I mean, your friggin' elo's way higher than my man. That's
No, I usually get matches pretty fast. Like my
oh.
MMR is pretty low. Yeah, I get like really easy social games. My social games are the best.
Yeah,
They're
so
actually the best.
Essentially, it's like the queue time is however long you want it to be. Like if you're being super specific about, like, quick play has 45 different things you can select. I just before this podcast selected only 4, all of the Escalation Slayer ones because I only wanted to play that, and I got a match in like 45 seconds, which is long for Halo because a lot of times you'll queue up and you'll get a match in like 10 seconds. So it is longer. I could feel that it was longer, but I got the match. I'm okay with that. It was not balanced well. I fucking killed everybody like big time, but I'm okay with that too. Like literally, I'm at 16 kills, and I got killed by a rocket launcher. I was so confused. For reference, a rocket launcher is the first weapon you start with.
Oh, wow.
So someone for like a good 6 minutes wasn't able to get a single kill
with a rocket.
With a rocket. Okay, realistically, it's probably someone that joined in.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, like I died, and I was like, "Are you serious right now?" Oh, this guy yelled at me in this firefight because I left him to die in this car. I just needed a splatter medal, bro. That's all I needed. Okay, I got it.
I re-rolled those. I re-rolled those every time. Yeah.
All you gotta do is play one firefight, and you get it.
I see. I assumed there was a player, like you had to splatter.
No. The splatter ones are never player. It's just splatter, get a splatter or something. It'll specifically say Spartan stuff.
I see.
Yeah, honestly, Lucius, I'm kind of okay with that too. Which is like Halo Infinite. You don't got to be playing it every day. You can come back to it every once in a while, and it'll be fresh. You'll have a slew of maps you've never friggin' played before, so it'll feel fresh in that regard too. Yeah, the sandbox won't change much, but I mean, no Halo game since Halo 5 did that.
Yeah. I mean, having new maps and things like that, it's always it's still a nice refresh. And I still need to get back into playing it. It's like a lot of my friends and stuff just they don't really play Halo much anymore.
Yeah.
And then me and Soul are always in different schedules and can never get time to play together.
Speaking of people not playing Halo, so apparently in the Twitterverse, the mood around Halo is really bad. I saw a tweet by, I don't know, Mint or someone big at Halo saying, man, it's never been as worse as it is right now, which kind of surprised me because I thought it's going okay. I don't know what's up.
I mean, the game is 3 years old.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's going to start getting kind of still. You're going to start shedding the player base and stuff off, even when you start adding in new stuff. I mean, you see it with a lot of games. I mean, there's obviously games that always keep the high player bases, like Fortnite, Minecraft, and stuff, just because they have such a large player base, anyways, that you don't really see the difference. But with Halo, Call of Duty, all those other kind of games, you start seeing a lot of that fall off.
Yeah. I mean, forget Call of Duty and Halo, dude. Even Helldivers 2, if you compare its population today, is like 20% of its player base.
Also a lot of that happened because
Sony's
Steam
thing,
the whole big Sony thing, and then Steam also
delisted it or removed it.
Yeah, delisting it and stuff, and so that like got rid of like 120 countries or something like that.
It's
so
crazy.
that hurt a lot of the player base as well.
Yeah.
So
also,
they've been kind of going through some turbulent times.
If you ever have like the Killstream medal or the other medal, you can get them in Firefight as well.
Really? Wow, that's surprising.
It's just there to get them. Yeah, man, it's rough. Honestly, when I look at like people talking about the mood and I look at who's talking, and it's like Halo content creators, and it's like, bro, it's just that you guys are so hyper focused on one game, one platform, like we are with this podcast, sure.
Yeah, I want to say like we are with the podcast.
But we're not like the site isn't reliant on this podcast as like our main our only revenue stream,
right? We're able to take 2 months off.
Yeah, like straight up. But hey, we didn't miss a beat. God damn it, a bit. But it kind of feels like they just really want something Halo to talk about, and there isn't, because we're kind of in between that, that moment in between games, but we're not like officially there yet because they haven't officially announced the next game.
No, there's just
You think
a
they might
lot of
announce it like
speculation.
Ooh,
next
you
year?
see that last hit? Watch that rocket. Watch that rocket go.
Wow, I saw that.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's a,
yeah.
that's a
Ultra
lot
low
of things.
latency. It's ultra low latency. Holy
I feel
crap.
like right now with like with the way Infinite is right now,
Yeah.
that if it did somehow release on PlayStation, it would succeed. Like
Yeah.
it's in a pretty good spot right
Yeah.
now.
I
enjoy it.
fully agree.
Yeah.
Which I guess kind of brings us into our next topic, which is we have all these have we talked about Halo on PlayStation yet? I don't think we
No.
did, right? Because
No,
No, we haven't.
Yeah, not in this podcast.
the
Or
like
this
like
episode.
Microsoft's multi-platform push is relatively recent. And
Well, I mean,
this
it's
year,
not really
this year,
relatively recent. They've been pushing. They've been wanting to do it for a long, long
really
time. Just
Halo on PlayStation.
yeah. Well, I guess more so. I think it used to be floated that they might not be opposed, or that, or rather, they wouldn't mind seeing more Xbox games on PlayStation. So, like, going back to the time when I was at the studio, there was always talks of, and not Halo being on PlayStation, but like Xbox wanting to try to get on as many platforms as possible. They wanted they wanted they didn't want the platform to just be hardware. They wanted the platform to be a platform. Like, you can go on, log into anything.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes a lot of
Play.
sense. I mean, it makes sense with the cloud push too, right?
Yeah.
Definitely makes sense too.
To be honest,
So,
I do think the future of gaming, and by future I mean like 10, 15, maybe even 20 years from now, really is, hey, here's my TV, here's a controller next to my couch. I pick it up and I just start playing straight through my TV. Right? I mean, Stadia had it, dude. Like straight up, I was playing Destiny 2 PvP through Stadia and it felt great.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Stadia, that fantastic launch of a product.
Stadia sucked in many ways, but its controller and its latency.
One of the worst product launches of like the 21st century. Holy cow. Like, how do you launch something and have nothing to play and then make it so people have to pay even more to get games?
It's like,
stuff.
Hey, you want to play Red Dead Redemption 2? Cool. Buy it again. $80 here. Like, what?
Yeah, buy it again, but for more.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of model is that? Like, no, I'm not gonna pay. Like, buy your
Stadia had no target audience, which was, I think, one of the biggest issues with like who is this targeting, dude? Not gamers, because they already own consoles or PCs. Like,
they were trying to, I think, tackle the Steam market and kind of go towards like the Steam Deck and stuff like that. I mean, the Steam Deck came out afterwards, I think, but they were about the same time. And so it's supposed to be a competitor kind of with that, but Google doesn't really know how to launch good stuff. They missed,
yeah, 100%. That they do not have a good track record of that.
No, they don't have a good track record with launching a lot of new ideas.
Yeah, sorry. Another chat saying Octopath Traveler 2 got added to Game Pass.
All right.
Cool, great. Let me know when it comes to Halo. But that is a big win, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a really big get. I think it came to the console only 8 months ago, so that's like within a year.
Oh, wow.
And Lords of the Fallen just got added in earlier this week too. And that I think was less than a year old too. Anyways, so but speaking of like Halo potentially coming to PlayStation is, oh my god, get out of there. Okay. Is this, did you watch this random trailer? The This Is Halo trailer? I
feel like I've seen
this
it.
was released like 2 weeks ago or something, and it's just a Halo trailer. Like, it's not a specific.
It's really
yeah, it's not a specific operation. It's talking about how there's a bunch of modes now and a bunch of like maps, forge maps, and this and that, and it's just like, okay.
I guess the marketing has to appear at some point.
No, but like, who are you marketing to? You this posted on the Halo channel. Like, everyone that watches the Halo channel knows all of this. But see, if they were releasing the game on PlayStation, this is like the perfect trailer.
That's true.
Yeah, it would be the perfect trailer for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Battle Royale by Forge Falcons is in the trailer too, which is kind of interesting. I think they really do want to make it a playlist. Actually, they even have the Sonic Photographer tribute. Huh, that's kind of nice. That was fun, though, without the music.
Nico's.
Whatever. Like, I still get people on Twitter saying, "Oh, when's Halo Infinite gonna add split screen? Man, I want to play with my friends." I'm like, bro, it's been there since launch. It's the best split screen Halo experience ever because it's like super smooth. It's a bunch of maps. You can do 4 players. It's great. But anyways, yeah, this randomly trailer came out. What were we talking about again? Coming to PlayStation?
I feel like yeah. I think we're about to lead into like maybe the show.
Yes. Yeah. So that's gonna lead us into our final topic of the day, which is: are we gonna see Halo at Xbox's showcase this Sunday? Right? I don't think we're gonna see any PlayStation symbol on there, unless it's like Helldivers 2 coming, which is part of my predictions. I'm just saying, as a Hail Mary, because it's not gonna happen. But
yeah,
it's not happening. No way.
I think they want it. The developers want it.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, more and more as like the years pass, I think people need to come to terms that the console wars as we knew them, as we lived through them and fought through like their trenches, right? In high school, we're battling our friends. Halo's better, COD's better, no, Killzone's better, and no one believes that last guy. But like more and more, the console wars are falling apart. The lines are disappearing, and people just, hey, I want everyone to play my games.
Wouldn't PlayStation not want that though?
That's the thing. They wouldn't, because it would take like a huge chunk of their player base.
Yeah.
I'll still never make a PSN account or buy a PlayStation. So
Oh,
I feel you there. Bro, you won't be able to play God of War Ragnarok on PC because you need a PSN account. What?
When all the when all the stuff with Helldivers happened.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me, Sony?
I was like, I texted my friends right away. I was just like, well, I'm not gonna be playing Helldivers anymore. It's like I refuse to get a PlayStation account. I mean, a lot of it was kind of on principle, and among my friends group too. It's just like kind of a joke that like a running gag that that I'll burn up if I touch anything PlayStation. So I've been just such a huge diehard Xbox fan. So but I was just like, I was really upset in the thing because like, why would you? I just hated that you'd have it go for so long, and then partway through when the game's like really picking up and doing well, hey, we want your account so we can get your data. I'm like, fuck you. so but I'm glad they
it's
reversed
crazy.
that.
It's crazy. But yeah, so we're approaching like my limit, which is like 9:30, so I gotta head out soon. Halo this Sunday. What do you guys think? Either do we see it? Do we not? I realize now that I'm doing the hosting wrong. I'm not supposed to bring a topic up and talk about it. Let's bring a topic up, ask you guys, and then talk about it. I realize that now, an hour in, but for future reference, I know. Halo this Sunday. What do you think?
So it's what time is it this Sunday?
Friday's at 5 p.m. for us. Sunday is, I think, 2 p.m.
What's happening this Sunday? Oh, the showcase.
Yeah, Xbox's main showcase.
10
a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. For us Eastern.
I'll 1 p.m. Sunday. Sorry, trying to make sure that information's out there. I don't know what to expect at it. Honestly, it's like I know there's definitely stuff that I want to see, but I know won't be there. Like I want to see more stuff about Mass Effect, but I know that won't be there.
Never say never. I mean, there have been a lot of rumors and leaks. I've been avoiding leaks, but there's a lot of rumors about BioWare probably being at the show. Though I wouldn't expect it to be Mass Effect. I'd expect it to be.
I mean, they've already been releasing some stuff about Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing was on November 7th last year.
Yeah.
That I remember. So, like, they've been dropping stuff a bit more. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was, time for like another trailer or something.
I honestly, I wouldn't expect Mass Effect. I'd expect Dragon Age.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably. And probably Friday, actually. I feel like that's
Dragon Age was the 2, right? The last one?
No, there's one more after 2. Inquisition.
Oh, okay. Oh, Inquisition, yeah.
Yeah. I'd expect that on Friday, Jeff's event.
I wonder if we'll see Starfield.
We should
the expansion
100% see Shattered. In fact, speaking of what we'll see, what we won't see, just over the last week, me, Proven, Genghis, and Fairy were working on a predictions article for the site. We just released it this morning, and I released the video. I was up to like 2-3 a.m. editing it. I think it's fairly decent. You should give it a shot. We mentioned Starfield, yeah, because I think that's a given. Like that's in like the what we know category, which makes me want to like really play and beat the game. Because to be honest, even their last friggin' update videos kind of spoiled the ending a little bit, even though I already knew certain things. So I really need to play.
Wait, which like have you?
I've not beaten the main campaign yet. No.
You haven't done one playthrough?
No, because it wasn't 60, man, and now the 60 update finally came like 2-3 weeks ago.
Wait, it wasn't 60 FPS?
Not on Xbox, no. And I had it on PC, but it was just pain in the butt.
You can't tell the difference.
No, I can totally tell the difference.
It's a freaking single player game. You don't need.
No,
60.
bro, I totally do.
Is there any chance of seeing like Halo related stuff at the showcase?
So that's the question, right? I mean, I think the only thing Halo that has a chance of being there is certain Affinities thing. Does that still freaking exist, man? Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I think that's the thing we were predicting, a few months ago on our last show.
If you go through our prediction list for over the years, I'm pretty sure that's been on our list 3 times at this point.
Yeah, it's like If we don't see anything this year from them or at this showcase, then I don't think we will afterwards, because it's been going on for so long. Stuff's been rumored for so long. Like by now, you'd have to hear something. And with the big shifts and everything going on, it's like especially with all the change of leadership and everything at 343.
Yeah.
If they don't have anything to show, then most likely that project got scrapped.
Yeah.
Whatever they were working on.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah. True. Thought so.
That being said,
I feel like it's most likely the case too, right?
Say it again?
I feel like that's most likely the case too, right?
Yeah.
That it got scrapped.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, dude, I remember like within the last year, I think, or it might be a little more now, that CA in an interview mentioned that they have teams working on this new IP, teams working on some other thing, but they're like, our biggest thing is something Halo related. They specifically mentioned that.
I mean, it could still be out there, but
that would be sick, bro. That would be really cool.
I mean, I hope we see something from Certain Affinity, even if it's their other project or something.
Dude, you know what I just kind of realized? You know that random trailer, right? The This Is Halo trailer?
Yeah.
It's basically an ad, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see it over this weekend in like Jeff's show, because he has like ad segments. But that would imply Microsoft cared enough about Halo to advertise it again and pay money for the advertisement. I'm not sure if they do. Or we might see it during like the podcast segments, because this Sunday there's a main show. Then over the week there's like individual podcast episodes for the some games they're showing. Either way, I think we might see Halo that way. I don't think we see Halo Infinite in the main show at all. Period.
Well, what if the Certain Affinity project, Halo related project, is a Halo related thing just for PlayStation? Wouldn't that be the twist everyone would hate?
In one move, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great to see it at the show. I think the time to show it, though, was last year and the year before. I'm still annoyed they didn't show Halo at all last year. Like, it had big updates.
Yeah.
Trailer ready.
Well, then maybe then it's this year's.
No, but
like you said earlier, 3 years, the game's getting...
No, but unless there's like a substantial Halo Infinite update for them to show a trailer for, there's not going to be nothing, right? I mean, if this trailer hadn't already dropped, that trailer could have been at the show, like a cut down 1-minute version of it, or the Tenrai trailer, or the Match Composer, whatever the hell it is. Speaking of, they made this trailer way too early. Like, Match Composer is a big deal. That should have been in this Is Halo trailer. But anyways. Yeah. I don't know, man. Halo Infinite, I mean, it's clearly being... okay, sunset's the wrong word. It's actually completely wrong. It's clearly being moved over to, like, not maintenance. That's not the right word either, because it's...
like sustainability.
Like sustained,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sustained team.
Which,
like,
I mean, people really shouldn't be angry about that. They're working on a new Halo. That's a good thing.
I mean, it kind of got pushed to sustain last year.
Yeah.
Because last year is like when like Bonnie and stuff left, right?
Yeah.
Like that was last year. Yeah. So kind of after that whole shift and just like the reworking of a bunch of the structures and stuff, that's, I think, when you could probably say it got moved to sustainability, of like them just trying to fix and like iron out all the wrinkles that happened, and then start trying to figure out what the next project will be, because like because how long, well, when did Halo 5 come out?
2015.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, it was 2 years after Halo 5 came out when they started working on
Oh yeah, you're right. That's pretty to
Halo Infinite.
To the letter.
So it's like, you would think that, I think like last year they probably would have started working on some prototype stuff. Or figuring out at least the direction. They're probably figuring out where the direction is. This year they're probably starting to actually get prototypes made.
I mean, they constantly have job listings, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they're starting to ramp up. So they actually probably already have the prototypes made and are. I know we are talking about the leaks and stuff earlier. Yeah. But like, they're if I had to guess, if we're trying to look at previous time frames, then they might have some prototypes already kind of made and a general idea of where they want to go, and are now starting to ramp up to build towards that idea. I don't think it's the going back to Halo 5 and skipping Halo 6 and still calling the game Halo 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty hilarious. I just quickly checked their career page. Yeah, they have 6 slots up right now, and one of them specifically says, we are looking for talented new voices to join our team to build the next generation of games and experiences in our award-winning sci-fi universe. Like they're clearly working on the next.
But do you guys think that they went back on their decision of keeping the game going for 10 years?
Yes.
I mean, that decision that was said by what's his face, right? What's his name? Chris
Stan. Oh, yeah. I had the name earlier.
Chris Josh Holmes, right? I think was that said by Josh Holmes.
Josh Holmes was one of the people there.
Because all I know about that statement is a person. God damn it! Sorry, the person who said it wasn't even at 343 when the game shipped.
I mean, a lot of the people, weren't like that originally made those choices weren't there when it shipped. But I mean, even internally, the idea was to have it go for
Chris Lee.
Chris Lee, yes. Yeah. I was like, I was gonna say his name earlier and I forgot it, but I was like,
the exact quote is, it's really about creating Halo Infinite as a start of the next 10 years for Halo and building that as we go with our fans and community. And to be fair, they I feel like they tried that. People just took 10 years and like thought Halo Infinite. Actually, he doesn't even explicitly say Halo Infinite 10 years. He says as the start of the next 10 years for Halo.
So, I mean, I might be able to say this. I don't know. It's
no one's watching, bro.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has changed a lot too. Obviously, like so much. I have no idea what their plans are now, but the idea was to launch Halo Infinite, how it did and stuff, and then like almost every year, every couple of years or something, you would release like a big campaign beat. So like you would continue the story on, and then also like in between you'd have the smaller stuff. So they kind of did that with the operations for the seasons and stuff like that. But mixed in there was supposed to be the next big jumps of the campaign to keep the campaign going. So the campaign was supposed almost kind of like what Destiny did, where they would launch the giant expansions that would expand the campaign and you go play it and stuff. That was supposed to be what happened. But obviously that has not happened. So that's why it was called Halo Infinite, because they wanted it to just kind of be a like living, like a game. A game of service, a games as service. That's what they wanted it to be. That's why it was called Halo Infinite, because it was supposed to kind of be the last one. I
mean, if they wanted this to be the last one and they released a game with nothing in the pipeline post-launch, clearly something went wrong at some level.
They had there was ideas, like there was a bunch of stuff that got cut that was going to get pushed, but obviously, yeah, when it launched and then things changed,
Yeah,
stockholders probably had some sway, it just I don't it didn't go as they planned it. So my guess is that's why.
But I do fully agree with the Reeve. I think if it launched on PlayStation right now as it is, it would do really well there. And if it does well there, it'll also increase word of mouth, which will make it do better on PC and Xbox too, in my opinion. Because all you really need is for people to go, hey, okay, sure, I'll give Infinite a shot again. Oh, hey, this is pretty good. This is pretty fun.
Even like disregarding the game itself, like objectively, whatever. Like Forge is just really good.
Yeah.
Like you can't deny that right now the Forge system is really good.
That Coliseum looked better than friggin' Halo 5 Coliseum. It's made on a next gen game or whatever, but it's still friggin' Forge, bro.
Yeah, there's not a lot of other games that have like a Forge mode kind of thing. I mean, Fortnite and Far Cry, those are the only two games that I can think of that have a good UGC creator.
What's interesting is I remember when Fortnite released the container, and now that people are like, oh, all the Halo Forge is going to move over. I talked to John about it, and he's like, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not Halo.
There was a big speculation that at the time in the community that everyone was going to start going over to Fortnite Creative, but then like people were like, this isn't here yet.
That's what I've heard as well.
Is it really? Is it not? Like, is it kind of?
Now it's there.
Okay.
Like now it's like you can do a lot with it and stuff, and but at the time it wasn't. Some people went over kind of when because Halo Infinite didn't launch with Forge right away.
Yeah.
So there were some people that went over to Fortnite Creative and did really well over there. One of my friends and stuff did so well that he got hired by Epic to help out with
that's sick.
Some of the community stuff. He's like since left and is like now doing his own thing or something. I don't know, but I know
like
it doesn't
Super
work
Crunch Heavy or something. Epic is like apparently they're like slave driver. Oh well, I don't know. Allegedly. All right. Okay. Yeah, but that's basically it. I think for Halo news, we didn't cover everything. We didn't cover some of the I think minor updates. Like even sandbox wise, the sniper is a little quicker to pick up now and shoot off the rack. Things like that. Big team battle had I think a couple new maps added in. Squad battle I think had a map or two added in that wasn't there. Either way, the game's just being worked on by the community essentially. And the art team clearly because they're still cooking. Some of those 10 ride pieces look friggin' like really cool, man. Like and now they're on anything. You can put those shoulders on any friggin' armor you want.
And in the trailer, it looks so good, but in the actual shop, it didn't look that good. The one like the helmet one, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't like the helmet. I like the shoulders. The helmet's a little too much, bro. Why am I wearing
a hockey helmet, bro?
Yeah, it does.
Literally looks like a hockey helmet.
But it also looks like you have like a house on your head, bro. Actually, that might be
offensive. True.
It is what it is. In the shop though, there's one that's just straight up Hayabusa or like heavily Hayabusa inspired. It looks pretty cool.
Nice.
But okay, that's basically it for the last couple months of Halo. For those of you guys still watching, if we missed anything or if you have any, I think we'll keep an eye on Sunday. If we get anything Halo related, we'll probably be back this coming Wednesday if we're all free. Otherwise, I kind of miss this. I wouldn't mind just continuing the cadence of every 2 weeks, even if we don't really have much Halo news, you know?
Yeah. And I think we talked a while ago about it. I mean, just last couple months have just been super hectic, with travel.
I think we'll need to like sit down and kind of like work out what we can talk about if like there isn't Halo news, you know?
Yeah. And we've talked about it before too. And I think even hinted that like, we might go into like Halo lore and stuff like that and just kind of just expand the universe because we are a Halo podcast, so we don't have to just stick to what comes out on a weekly basis. There's a lot of material for us to go over. So
but yeah, that's essentially it for the day. Before we head out, Nick, anything you want to say? Anything you working on? Anything or anything coming up?
Just working through my backlog of stuff. That's about it. I have, I think, a lot of games in my backlog that I've forgotten about now. But I've been saying for a while I want to try to get back into playing Halo more regularly. It's just like If it's a multiplayer game, I like to play with people.
Yeah,
It's, you know,
I know what you mean.
sometimes
Yeah,
it's like it gets boring when I just play by myself. So I,
yeah.
you know, would rather play single
I
player
need to get like a
games.
crew of 4, man. Like every once in a while, I'll play with Abe or 1 or 2 other people. But sometimes, like my crew of 4, like one is clearly just pure casual, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, me and friends have been playing Helldiver. We actually went into Apex the other day, and
Oh,
we
nice.
thought we were gonna
Oh,
be
no.
fucking horrible, and we won a couple games. They
Damn. All
took
right.
out they
Oh,
took out the 2-player option though, so you can't just
no
have
way.
all doubles. It's either single or 3. So we just went in with some randoms and then
Oh
like
man.
ended up winning a couple times, and we're like, wow, we're a lot better. We retained our skills somehow.
Yeah. No, makes
But yeah,
sense.
anyways,
Arib,
that's
normally you're on camera. You're feeling a little sick right now, so yeah, you didn't want to. That's
Yeah,
cool. Also, I don't think you have a webcam right now. Either way, we'll find one.
yeah.
What have you been up to, man? And do you have anything to plug? Do you have like a Twitch channel? Do you stream when you play
Not
Halo
really.
at
I
all?
don't
Or
stream, to be honest. I don't at all. I probably should, but I don't. But I've been playing Halo a lot these days. Just been improving, to be honest.
if you do stream, where would you stream in case people wanted to catch you?
Nuclear Blaze.
Nuclear
Nuclear
Blaze.
Blaze. Yeah, if you just search that.
That's also
My
on
Twitter is
Twitter too,
Nuclear
right?
Blaze as well. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
That's pretty
I think
cool.
on Twitch it's Nuclear Blaze with the underscore
Mm.
at the end. But I think if you just search Nuclear Blaze, it works. But yeah, lately that's all I've been doing. I have a bunch. I have like at one point like 2 terabytes of just clips I could probably like compile. But I
Yeah, you
just
can make
stopped
some.
recording now because like I realized like I clipped too many things. So now that I'm just not recording, I'm just not clipping anything.
Honestly, man, just give me some of your clips and I'll keep it as like white noise or not white noise. It's like background stuff.
Yeah, true. I
Because I
should do
ran out
that. Yeah.
of stuff I had recorded. That's why I'm not showing things anymore. 'Cause I didn't want to repeat
I
Yeah,
stuff.
used
yeah.
to save clips all the time, and then eventually I just stopped because I'm like, I save them, and then I just forget about them, and then now Xbox deletes them after a while anyway.
Oh
So
What
yeah.
I do is at the end of the day, I watch them all back, and then just for fun, and then I'll never
Oh, that's
watch it
kind of
again.
smart.
Kind of.
And your clips actually
Yeah.
record audio, right? Because you record them through Discord.
Yeah, I record. I used to use Shadowplay, but it turns out Shadowplay is actually really bad
Mm.
for latency and stuff. So I started using OBS, but OBS is annoying because you have to manually turn it on.
OBS is
So if I forget,
yeah, for like normal clip for like basic clips, I don't know if it's worth it.
I heard it's the best in terms of like PC. Like,
Yeah, but it's a pain in the butt. It's not like a simple button. Like Win G,
yeah,
boom, and it records the last 30 seconds, stuff like that.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
even
Yeah,
you can
Discord.
probably make it a
So
macro.
yeah, I guess yeah, that's fair. You probably could. But yeah, as we head out, we have the most viewers we've had all night, which is kind of interesting. Maybe we should start later.
Yeah,
For for those of you watching who just tuned in, this was the HaloEra podcast. And no, we're not talking about Octopath Traveler 2 coming to Game Pass, even though we've mentioned it now like 4 times. If you're interested in what we talk about, check out the whole episode. We talked a lot about the latest updates. I know, man, skip ads, bro. We're literally ending. We talked about the latest updates to Halo, the match composer, the latest maps, the latest operations, and whether we think we'll see Halo this Sunday or not. That being said, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and we hope you have a good evening.
Yep. See you all
see you
maybe
guys.
next week.
One sec, we're still there.